E aí galera, tudo bem? Pra quem não me conhece, eu sou o Gustavo, do canal DICAvalcanti. E aqui eu trago muito conteúdo de viagem e muita coisa legal. E eu resolvi que eu vou diversificar um pouco o conteúdo do canal. O foco principal ainda vai ser viagem, mas o mundo é muito vasto e tem muita coisa que eu também quero explorar. Eu vou começar também a mexer um pouco com entrevistas. Eu vou entrevistar pessoas que eu acho bacana para trazer pro canal, seja por causa do conteúdo, seja por causa de algum motivo específico. E a primeira entrevista que eu vou fazer, tô super animado, é com o Mikey. Ele é um dos participantes da série do Netflix Instant Hotel, que é uma série australiana, tá bombando no Netflix, vocês têm que assistir. É muito divertido. Vou entrevistar ele agora e fica ligado que a entrevista tá muito divertida. Inclusive, eu vou pedir pra ele falar bora viver comigo. E não deixa de me seguir nas redes sociais, principalmente no meu Instagram, porque lá eu sempre vou soltar uns spoilers da entrevista e eu também vou deixar que vocês participem. Então, às vezes eu já vou anunciar quem eu vou entrevistar e eu vou abrir uma caixa de perguntas no Instagram para vocês também poderem participar. Então, quem sabe a sua pergunta que você deixar lá não é escolhida e eu coloco ela na pauta da entrevista. Combinado? Me segue lá, é Mundo Que Vivi. Se quiserem também seguir o Mike nas redes sociais, eu vou deixar aqui o Instagram dele. Um Instagram lindo, cheio de viagens internacionais, muito legal. Não esquece também de ativar o sininho, vai ajudar muito isso no canal. Olha, ele tá implorando, você vai negar isso pra essa fofura? Acho que não, né? So, the first thing I would like to ask you is to say, like, to your camera, can try to say the slogan of my channel is Bora Viver.
Bora TV.
Try.
Bora TV.
Viver.
Bora viver.
Viver. Like Victoria. Viver.
Viver.
Yes, very good.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Bora viver.
Mikey, is your property still available on Airbnb?
So it actually was never really available on Airbnb. We had to sign it up as part of the competition. So yes, you can't actually stay here. What I actually have my place available for is friends to stay here and look after my cats while I travel. So it's more me getting my friends to stay here than actually
That's cool.
renting.
But you can book it online in any website?
No, unless you're my friend, you're not staying here. No, so part of the booking was for the competition.
Sure.
So we had to set a price for the competition, but in reality, I wouldn't rent my place out. I get my friends to stay here to look after the place when I travel, so they can look after my pets.
Actually, by the way, you talked about your animals. How are your fish, your cats, your turtles?
Yeah.
Are they
They're
fine?
doing great, they're doing great. It's actually winter, so the cats are a bit cold. They're outdoor cats, so I think Juliet was lying when they said the cats are inside and they'd smell, because they're outdoor cats and they're cold right now in winter. And the turtles, they should be hibernating now because it's winter, but for some reason they're still awake and they want food every morning. And my fish are always very hungry. Because of filming here, all the doors were open. The cats pretty much came in and out whenever they wanted, and they made that obviously part of the TV show. They put the cats inside, and I think they scored me strategically about that too, and that's why they took some points off, which is shit because the cats are outdoor.
How did you guys travel between like one city to another? You were like really driving or plane and rent a car?
No,
how does
we
it
had
work?
to fly. No, some of these states that we travel to, say Queensland and Mildura, they're like 30-hour drives. So we actually flew to all the places. They just didn't film that. And when we get to the place, we check into a hotel, a real hotel. And in the next morning, we hire a car and then we drive to the place. So generally, it's 2 or 3 days in between each house. We fly to a place, we check into the hotel, we have dinner, we relax, and then the next day we get the rental car and we drive. Normally 15 minutes.
I thought it was something like this because I've been to Australia and I remember, for example, Australia is so big like Brazil and it's very hard to travel by car. Not hard, but it's hard, meaning about distance. So it's a long way. And I was like, oh, are they really driving like between these houses?
No.
Now you need to tell me the truth. Okay, besides your house, of course, what was your favorite instant hotel?
During my season, I reckon one of my favorites will have to be Lynn's. This is a really cool spot in Queensland. That's the party city. So Surfers Paradise is the place you go when you want to party and drink. And Lynn's place, Lynn and Simon's place, they had a really cool spot. Like they had a nice pool. They had it was really new. It was funky. And even though like we were in a competition, so we had to pretend we didn't like it. But if I was going to go to Queensland, that would be the place to be. It's a real party house. So Lynn did a good job.
During the show, you had like some specific grades. Are the grades really real, the evaluation, or it was just part of a strategy?
Look, it was strategic. We did want to win, so...
You were hard to convince.
We're looking for reasons to take points off. Some of it is personality as well. Shay didn't like a few people, so she rated them very hard. Shay was really upset with Lynn because Lynn took the best room at Serena's. So one of the reasons we gave Lynn's place such a bad score was because Shay was really angry and she wanted to give Lynn no more than a 4 out of spite. So I would have gave it 6 or 7. But
I can imagine.
As you start getting annoyed with people, you start rating them bad. But I didn't like Serena's.
If you were on the show again, would you do anything different or exactly the same? Same grades?
If I was on the show again, would I do it differently? Well, see, everything that they rated in my place, I couldn't control. There was no smell. No one was in the house for a month because I was traveling around for the show. And it was raining a lot that week. So maybe they had a musty smell and no one had open doors in here. So I think that's why. So I couldn't really control that. What would I do differently? I don't know. In the end of the day, we had a lot of fun. I think I should have maybe handled myself a bit better when they rated my place. I got a bit angry and I said some things I shouldn't have. I should have been more humble. I think I can say that. Next time I'll be a bit more humble. But end of the day, it's a competition, and you know, I wanted to go out for bang, and I think we did.
Now it's a very tricky question, and feel comfortable. If you don't want to answer that, feel free, okay? So, are you still friends with any of the contestants?
Yeah, well, actually, funny enough, I still talk to Lynn. I was in Queensland last month, and I was going to catch up with her, but we didn't get time.
Oh.
Lynn's actually a really nice person. She's crazy. She's crazy, but she's cool. And I'm friends with Babe from Babe and Bondi's place. I still talk to Babe a lot. And she has a really cool place in Bondi. Bondi is a fun spot to be in summer, so I'm meant to catch up with drinks with her and have a margarita, and I think I will soon. So stay tuned for that. I'll get a photo and I'll...
Yeah, it's pretty close to your house, yes? Sydney, Bondi is like the same place, so it's really...
Keep an eye out. I'll probably get a photo and put it on my Instagram from you guys with Babe. But yeah.
Of course, a picture with a margarita.
Yeah, 100%.
And with the peacock, the white peacock.
Can't forget the peacock. Percy, I think the name was.
The next question, I think you already know what I'm gonna talk about just because of this.
Yep.
Mikey!
That was difficult. Yeah.
Are you still talking to Shay?
Look, it was really difficult traveling with Shay. She's very loud. She was actually louder off the camera when we weren't filming. So you could imagine it was a bit of a headache. She's fun. She's fun to be with. She's fun to party with. But traveling that long with her was very difficult. And I needed a Shay break after that. And it's still going 2 years later. I haven't talked to her, and I've kept her blocked on my social media.
I don't know if you know, have you ever heard about a singer in Brazil called Anita?
Yes. My ex-girlfriend was Brazilian and she liked Anita, her music.
She's Shay's face, like she's so similar to Shay. Yes. Check it out.
Hopefully
after
she's not.
And after the show, you said that you rent for friends, so probably the answer is not going to be yes. But okay, did anything change in the house after the show, like price that you ran it or structure, something like this?
We've changed our place a lot. We've changed the antique room a lot. We've got a lot of the old furniture and paintings, and we've modernized it. We painted the whole house since the show, and we've got some new furniture and decorations. So yeah, we have changed it a little bit.
Galera, eu pedi pro Mike algumas fotos da casa dele nova, como tá agora, já que ele falou que muitas coisas mudaram. E eu vou deixar aqui na tela pra vocês algumas fotos da nova casa dele, agora que está reformada. Now we're going to talk a little bit about my favorite country where Mike lives in. Just a tip, if you don't know yet.
There you go. Yep.
You know, I went to my office yesterday just to take this flag.
Oh, really?
Because
Cool.
we are home office right now,
Yep.
because of the quarantine. So Australia, let's go to Australia with Mike a little bit. We're talking a little bit about this incredible destination. Se você não assistiu Instant Hotel, você precisa assistir. Tanto pelo reality show, que é muito engraçado, os participantes são muito engraçados, são muito legais, e também para conhecer mais da Austrália, porque eles viajam por várias cidades da Austrália. Então você consegue conhecer muitas cidades, vários passeios, mergulhar com foca, koala, tem muita coisa legal mesmo. Então assistam, tá disponível no Netflix, combinado? Mikey, how is the quarantine being there in Australia? Like, are people going out?
So it's actually really good here now. We were locked down for about a month or two, and we've actually got rid of the virus completely. So quarantine has finally finished last week on June the 1st, and the bars and pubs are opened
That's
up.
awesome.
And we are allowed 50 people maximum now, which is better. And next week the gyms open up. So Australia has pretty much beat the virus. That is the advantage of being stuck so far away from everyone and surrounded by water. No one can come here and bring the virus. So I'm stuck here, which is sad. I can't travel. I love traveling. I want to see the world. I want to go to Europe. I want to see Brazil. That's on my list of places to go.
Oh,
But
you should come.
I have to. I really do want to see Sao Paulo and Rio. But I'm stuck here until they find a cure, I guess. I don't think Australia is going to let me travel because we have no virus, and I don't think they want me to bring it back at the moment.
I had a trip booked already to Europe, and I had to cancel like everything on May. It should be, so yeah, it was really bad. But like, yeah, at least we are healthy and we are like, we have a place to stay, so
we're alive.
We need to like, yeah, we're lucky, really lucky.
Yeah.
And what are your favorite cities in Australia besides Sydney? Of course. The best.
My favorite cities, well, I gotta say, Lynn's place in Queensland, Surfers Paradise, that's a really fun place to be. It's a good party spot and it's really warm. It's even warm in winter. So you know what? As soon as I can travel in Australia again, I'm probably gonna fly out that way. And Melbourne's fun too, but Serena lives in Melbourne, so I don't think I'll go to Melbourne until she moves out. Melbourne loses points because of Serena.
But Melbourne's too big. You can't be like...
Yeah.
Actually, she doesn't live in Melbourne.
She doesn't live there anymore? She's moved? Where is she now?
No, I'm kidding, because it was really far, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
From the city center.
It's another country. It could be like Brazil to Mexico.
I'm kidding. I'm not that shady. Okay. I'm kidding. And in Sydney, where you live in, what are your favorite spots to go out? It doesn't. It can be like a tourist attraction or night. It doesn't matter. What do you like to do in Sydney?
I think the koala park down the road is pretty cool. Bondi's fun. Bondi has cool bars and it's a really lively spot. So if you want to go out for drinks and meet people, Bondi's fun. Coogee is another beach next to Bondi, and that is also a lot of fun as well.
Coogee Beach.
Very it's a bit of a party spot where a lot of people go and hang out. A lot of pretty girls. A lot of Brazilians go there actually, Coogee Beach, when they come here, because it's a really nice spot. A lot of nice cafes.
Yes.
A lot of pretty Brazilian girls.
There are many Brazilians studying in Sydney.
Yes. Yes. My ex-girlfriend was Brazilian.
Thanks God, because I need to sell courses. So thanks God there are many. I remember when I was in Sydney, the first day I went to this path, from Coogee Beach. Actually, I started in Bondi. Bondi to Coogee Beach, it was like, whoa. was amazing.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
during
nice
all
walk,
the way, the path was, the views. I remember I was really impressed. Even the cemetery in front of the sea, I was like, if I wanna die, I wanna die here, because imagine this view.
Nice view to sleep to.
It was really, really, really nice. Okay, now you tell me the first word that it comes to your mind. It doesn't matter if it's good, if it's bad, you choose. Complete the sentence. Aussie people are?
Party people.
That's a good definition. One thing that I really like about Australia is that you guys are really similar to us in some way, because there are some countries that you go and people are like more closed. They're not like friendly, not in a bad way, but they like need some time to get close.
Yeah.
And in Australia, you're like, I don't know if it's because of the weather and it helps as well, but people are really, really nice. I remember when I went to Australia, I stayed in Melbourne at first, and it was like I was invited to a party, and from this party I got invitations from another party, and everyone doing parties on the backyards, and like and everything is an excuse to like do a party. I remember, let's do a Swedish party. They are living in Australia. Let's do this party and blah blah blah. And I was like every day something different to do. It was amazing, amazing, amazing.
That's the cool thing about Australia. We're very multicultural, so we've got every different country living here. So we've got all these different cultures, and we all just like to party and meet new people and experience each other's culture. I'm Italian even, so you know everyone's different here.
Now we're gonna play a game. Of course, you know it. It's true or false.
Yeah, know that one.
I will say some sentences, and you tell me if it's true or if it's not. Of course, right?
Easy.
If you go on the street, you find kangaroos, crocodiles, giant spiders. For example, if I'm walking around Sydney, are you gonna find this? Do you have this on your garden?
No, you gotta go find to find those things. Although I do get a lot of spiders. Spiders are everywhere. You go looking for spiders, you just have to pop your head into a garden and you'll find a big spider. And when it rains, the spiders like to come inside the house too. So you'll see a lot of spiders, but I never see kangaroos or koalas.
How big?
So
like
you have to go looking. The spiders are some like the size of my hands. They're very big. But the bigger ones, they're not very dangerous.
Wow,
it's the little ones that are dangerous.
I remember when I was in Brisbane, I saw not that big, but medium size in Brisbane. In Brisbane, they have like a botanical garden, and I saw that the web with a spider. It was really colorful, so I took the picture, but I'm kind of afraid because sometimes in nature, color means poison. You don't know, it's better to avoid. But it was like, wow, amazing. Well, I didn't have a bad experience with...
You might not have seen many spiders in Sydney, but the spiders definitely saw you.
People tell the same about us. In Brazil, many friends of mine from abroad, they think... not many, but some, that they don't have like lack of information. They think that if you're coming to Brazil, like in the middle of São Paulo, Rio, the middle of the street, you're gonna find like monkeys and jungle.
Sloth.
Come on.
No sloths?
For example, I'm Brazilian and I've never seen that. We call it preguiça, that in English means lazy.
Lazy, like me.
It's really literal, like lazy. Another one. In Australia, it is common to eat kangaroo meat.
Well, you can actually buy the kangaroo meat at all the butchers and the shops. It's actually really good for you. I don't eat it, but it's meant to be very good. It's high in protein. So yeah, you can get it everywhere, but it's not that common. It's not uncommon though. We do eat it.
The first dinner that I made in Australia, of course, was kangaroo. I went to the supermarket and I wanted to taste something different. And actually, it's pretty good. I really like it. It's kind of like beef. Ostrich. It's really soft.
Like
the meat's really soft. It's very good.
Yeah, very healthy.
Yes. Another one. You cannot buy alcoholic beverages at the supermarket.
That's true. It's very sad. You can't just walk into a supermarket or a store. You have to go to a special liquor store to buy it. I know everywhere else in the world, and probably in Brazil, you can just buy it everywhere. And I wish you could do that because I always want to drink. But no, you have to go to an alcohol store. I like cachaça. I've got a bottle here.
Cachaça.
Yeah.
Have you ever tasted caipirinha?
Caipirinha.
Caipirinha.
I'm not too sure. Is that a type of cachaça?
It's like when you mix cachaça with lemon and sugar. It's very good.
I have a bottle upstairs.
It's insane because the price of the cachaça, like the standard price of a bottle of cachaça here in Brazil is super, super cheap. And I remember I was in Europe, and if you go to the supermarket, it's like gold.
Because it's rare. It's rare to find here. So when you find it, it's like gold.
Yes, maybe the ticket flight's cheaper than the cachaça.
I like that.
Sydney is the capital of Australia.
Well, I like to think it is, but in reality, I shouldn't say this, but it's not. It's actually Canberra. But if anyone asks it's pretty much Sydney. But you know, I used to think Rio was the capital of Brazil. I only found out a few weeks ago it was Brasilia. I always thought
it's the same here. Everyone thinks some people think it's Rio because Rio is more like touristic. Some people think it's São Paulo because it's the richest city and it's the main city. Actually, it's pretty similar to Australia because Canberra, you had like a city that was managed to be the capital. So if you go to Brasilia, the city's whole planned to be like the capital. So all the buildings are like, there are many buildings of the government and the structure is really, really different. There are some very different animals when they're in Brazil. They're not really popular. There's a reason, of course. So I'm talking about kangaroo, koala, Tasmanian devil, platypus. So the sentence is, there are some animals that you only find like in nature in Australia. True or false?
Yeah.
Even nowadays, my favorite picture on Instagram ever is holding a koala. It's like, wow.
Yeah, koalas are cool. They are cool. You can pat them here, and then also every morning at my place, I can hand feed the birds, the cockatoos and the kookaburras. If you check my Instagram, you can see me feeding them generally every weekend. What about the macaw?
Yeah, but for example, I live on the shore. So here is like beach vibes. So you don't have these amazing Brazilian animals. Here we don't have that. You need to go like north or in the center of Brazil to see like Pantanal or north of Brazil to the jungle. But here like it's just the regular animals, cats, dogs, and birds, nothing that extraordinary. The last question, Mikey, is about Brazil, of course. So, have you ever been to Brazil?
No, but I really want to go to Brazil. My ex-girlfriend was Brazil, so I have to go visit and see what the culture is like. I know you guys like to party, you like to sing and dance, and you love music. And they're all the things I like, so I think I really need to go and visit your
That's nice. So if you come, please be my guest, but I can promise you a sofa that is worth more than a car, unfortunately.
Yeah, I said that. I'm sorry. As long as Juliet's not at your place, I'll come.
It's over. Very well. You're like amazing. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you here on my YouTube channel. You were really, really polite. People, since the first time when I contacted him, he was super, super nice. Like very talkative, answering, and Mikey, now you are my favorite, of course. By far.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I
favorite
hope to see you in Brazil. If you come, please contact me and we will have a blast, of course. With many caipirinhas.
Done. Get the caipirinha already.
Bye. Thank you. Ciao.
Alright, take care. Ciao.
Se inscreve no canal, se inscreve no canal. Se inscreve no canal que tem muito conteúdo legal. Se inscreve no canal, se inscreve no canal, se inscreve no canal.